I would like to introduce a technique for structuring your website content for improved user experience. Using a technique like this one can also make your website easier to maintain for developers and content authors. This method is designed to organize content pages by category so the content is easier to find, create a consistent, structured layout for each page so visitors know how to navigate your content, and create an intuitive visual system that becomes familiar to the site visitor so they can find what they came here for. Let's get started with your homepage. Under our site's header and nav bar, the page content begins. We begin by introducing the website. You can do this with a banner that might include an image or illustration and text that boldly states the main content offerings of your site. After we've introduced our site, we demonstrate what content can be found here by presenting navigation cards. Each card should correspond to a nav link up in your main nav bar. These cards each represent a primary section or content category of your site. Let's pause and look at the anatomy of a navigation card. A card has a title. In this example, it can be the section title, a summary of that section's content, and a link to the content. Sometimes the link is visible, and sometimes the entire card is a link. A card can also include an image, but this isn't always necessary. If we need to share any timely information, such as announcements, latest news, alerts, or urgent updates our visitors need to know about, we can display this in the next section. Should our visitor get to the bottom of the page, we need to give them a CTA or call to action. So what we can do is provide a way for them to stay connected with us. This could be a contact form, sign up for an email newsletter, or contact information in case they have questions. At the very bottom, we have your site footer. Like your site header and navigation, this will be the same on every page. Now let's imagine that your visitor has looked at these nav cards and selected a section they want to explore. Let's go to that section. Once our visitor selects a section, we provide an introductory page for that section. A main section of your site should present content centered around a well-defined topic or category. A section might have any number of pages. So we can use our section intro page, which you might also call the section index or overview, to help our visitors decide what page or subsection has the content they are here to find. Like the home page, we provide an introduction that might include a banner and should also include a summary of that section's content. Next, we provide card navigation for this section. Each card represents a page or subsection of the section we are in. We do not link to other sections here. The call to action section at the bottom may contain ways to stay connected with this content. Let's say that our visitor has selected a nav card. Let's go to that page. Finally, when our visitor selects a card, they arrive at the content page, most likely to contain the information they are looking for. A content page should provide information with a fairly minimalistic design. We present the content as text and images which directly support the content. You might also include quotations, video embeds, and links to helpful resources. These elements are not decorative. They should provide the content our visitor is here for. Avoid using elements like navigation cards in the main content. If we need nav cards, we can put those after the content rather than interrupting it. Nav cards take us away from this content, so we should have a chance to read what is here first. On this content page, we have sidebar navigation. This is a menu which should contain links to the rest of the material found in this section. We should not include links to other sections here or pages in other sections, since this can be disorienting to visitors who are exploring this section. At the bottom, after our content, we can include a call to action section. This might be card navigation to related content. If this page is about an event, we might end with a way to sign up for that event. If this page is about how to get involved with this work, we could provide contact information or a sign-up form to facilitate that. This is just one way to look at your content and page structure. There are many ways to do it. Think about what your site visitors are looking for and create a content structure that is intuitive for them, using categories and subcategories that make sense for your audience. Create a visual language and be consistent in how you use it. Color, borders, and icons tell visitors if they are looking at a navigation element, a form, contact information, or straight-up content. Be consistent about where specific types of content are presented on a given page. Navigation cards, for example, can be placed in the same region on any page that has them. This creates a more consistent user experience that will help both your visitors and your site maintainers.